Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, 1111 Butterfly Effect, where transformation happens daily and knowledge is power. Yes, thank you all for joining my Divine Spirit and I here today, February 3rd, 2020, Monday. Yes, it's Monday, day after Super Bowl. I hope nobody's too hungover. Yucca, 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 right? Yeah, right. We won't talk about the Super Bowl because, bottom line, my team didn't make the game. But congratulations to both teams who did make it to the Super Bowl. And that's just the way it goes in show business, right? Everybody is a winner in the end, I say. And if you make it that far, then you're definitely, you have bragging rights, no matter what. So, again, thanks for joining my Divine Spirit and I here today, February 3rd, 2020, for a monthly Divine Collective check-in. Yes, I've been trying for 3 days to get a video uploaded, and to no avail. 2 separate times I have recorded, and both recordings, several attempts, each recording just didn't work out. We're talking 3 hours to try and upload. I had to leave to go to work. It didn't work. I try and do it while I'm sleeping. It doesn't work. My tablet went into sleep mode. So, hence, here I am, persevering, trying to get this message out. Now, if this doesn't work, then that means that it's just not meant to be. So, on that note, we're going to ask my Divine Spirit and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle to join us here at the table with you for a Divine Collective monthly check-in Oracle message. And we're probably going to follow up with a little Power of Love affirmation. So, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms is by Collette Baron-Reid. The Power of Love activation cards is by James Van Praagh. Details will be in the description box as always. I've cleared the room, I've saged, said my prayers, and cleansed the cards. So I feel we are ready to roll out, drop some cards, roll out the barrel. Yeah. Let's see what's going on this month ahead. See if there's anything hidden. See what kind of wisdom we need to know about. Yeah, the cards are pretty much ready. They're not really shuffling right now, so that means we're ready to go. I'll try it one more time. Thank you, my Divine Spirit and Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle, for joining us here at the table. Please offer us up a message for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine on this twin flame journey for the month of February 2020. Yes, give us that insight for the Divine Collective check-in for February 2020. Thank you, my Divine Spirit. Thank you, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Here we go, people. See what everybody's got to say. See what's going on between the Divine Feminine and Masculine. Alright, well, this one came out first. This one second. And one more my Divine Spirit and Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. One more card to make this message complete. Please share your wisdom. And hope for this month ahead for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, where Oh, where can they be, right? One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. This one? Okay. Bottom of the deck, overall energy, the Rainbow Prince, right? Compensation and perseverance, what I was just talking about. Perseverance. So it looks like we're going to get this reading uploaded after all. So on that perseverance note, let's move forward, huh? We have the Well Watcher, the Dragon's Duel, and the River Queen. Past, present, future. Past to present challenge, lesson, blessing. Present action, right? Potential, possible future here. Definite. And start with the number 7. And that's the divine number. Starting off, as the Well Watcher. Wisdom, power of the divine. You're, from youth to this point in time in your life, you have been connected with the divine. You've been gathering your wisdom. It's been holding up in that well. You've been protecting it. Divine's been protecting it. Now it's time. It's time to pull the bucket out of the well, right? Time to throw your coins into the wishing well so the wishes come true, right? The Well Watcher signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world. Definitely, which is the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. So definitely divine feminine, divine masculine. In the past or recent past, you have been working on your divine connection, your divine self, your higher self, right? Gathering up and gaining your gifts and powers, right? Of intuition and insight, empathy, right? This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. Sounds about right, right? You will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. So be open to what's about to come forward, right? Divine is sending you help. And, you're going to meet challenges. You're going to come up against people who don't want you to level up, move forward, gain your knowledge and wisdom, and, hone your gifts that you've been given by divine. From the start, it's your birthright, right? 23, that breaks down to a 5, which means change. And going from 0 to 60, right? 0 to ho-hum, and suddenly, boom, power of the divine. Downloads of wisdom, your intuition's kicking in. Boom, 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 right? That's going to create some doubt, inner conflict. It's going to create some choices in your life, some decisions. Go with what you've known your whole life, or go with now the new beginning, a whole new world. Right? You're going to come to that crossroad. Maybe, some of us will have to make a decision. Like I've been saying, if you don't make your decision, the universe will put you up against a wall and you'll be forced to make a decision. So, or have to have it out. A duel, have a dragon's duel, right? Well, the duel could be within. Inner conflict, between the doubt and your faith. Between the stinking thinking and the wisdom that you have gained. The dragon's duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both ally and challenger at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that, the duality of it all, right? Although you may be going one way, another way may call you to change directions. Are you going to fight it? Are you going to stick to the old ways and not change? Not go in the new direction that the divine is calling you? Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. When you make a decision, it's so much easier than we make it out to be. Sometimes we complicate things as light beings in human body experiences, right? Human being experiences. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Right? Duality, good, bad, black, white. What is for your higher self and what is not. Right? Love, fear. What do you choose? What are you feeding? Because that's what's winning. Focus, right? On your intentions. Feed what you want. What the results you want, that's what you better feed, in other words, right? Which is it? If it's not the one that serves your highest good, and in line with your intentions, deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor, okay? Don't feed the fear. Feed the love. And love wins. Every time. Right? If you don't let it win, it'll move forward and go on with the next one. Right? Leading you into your possible futures. The River Queen. Letting it flow, letting it go. Naturally. In divine timing. Right? Because like I said, we're in charge, but we're not in control. We're in charge because we make a choice. We have choices, right? Conscious choice. Our will. Are we going to follow the plan? Or are we going to follow our ego? And this earthly material world. Right? That's the question. And 36, that breaks down to a 9, and that 9 is things coming to a close, okay? So you're letting it flow naturally as the change comes in. So let's check this out. What the River Queen has to say. The River Queen flows into your life as an ally to remind you about the concept of allowing and the law of non-attachment. Remember that all rivers come from the mountains and run to the sea to be absorbed by the large body of water. There, the liquid evaporates into clouds that rain on the mountains to continue the endless cycle of fluidity. The River Queen requires you to be fluid and to let go of rigidity, and perfectionism. That was a tough one. You will travel far as long as you let go and let it flow, even maneuvering around the greatest blockages like water streams around big boulders. You know, you let go and let it flow, let the divine plan fall into place naturally. It will climb mountains and traverse around big boulders in the river. Okay? Because that's the kind of power divine has. Most definitely. No obstacle can hold you back now if you're willing to surrender to the natural flow of events. Be easy on yourself and others and watch how smoothly you move forward. You may be surprised where the river takes you. Right? As Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend. Let it flow. You let it flow. We're talking the rainbow, right? Which is a 26, 8. That breaks down to an 8. Let's see. Well, the rainbow is a promise for certain. We know that for certain. Compensation and perseverance pays off. That's the rainbow. It's a promise. When the Rainbow Prince appears as your ally, he reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. After the rainstorm you've endured on your journey, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of your using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. As they say, the more you give, the more you will receive. That is the truth. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms, that they may have upset your life. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Very soon, right? Patience, compensation, perseverance. Right? Keep going. You're almost there. This is about to, hit big, like the big jackpot in the Vegas slot machine, right? Okay? Full abundance. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Well, my goodness, okay? Can we get any smoother than that? Because we've been doing the work. Some, since a young child. You just strayed off path, now you're getting back into it. Because you remember, okay? That you're the well watcher. You've been the well watcher. You've gained the wisdom and the power of the divine. And if you haven't had this dragon's duel, the inner conflict, which one do you feed? Good, bad, love, fear? Right? Well, if you haven't experienced this yet, you're in the midst of it right now, and it is true. What you feed will grow. And love grows here. Okay? Only love grows here. That's what I feed. That's why I'm here. And in doing that, okay, in connecting with divine and having it out, doing that work, okay, and that includes possibly for some the dragon's duel, the inner conflict, what's important, what's not, right? You come to this point of just letting go and letting it flow naturally. You have faith in the plan, you have faith in the divine, you have faith in your higher self, in your divine partner's higher self. So it's in divine's hands, okay? You are all set and ready to receive your pot of gold, to receive your promise, to receive your abundance, your reward from your perseverance, right? So let's see if we can get a little power of love affirmation, right? Activation, excuse me. Power of love activation, please, my divine spirit. And power of love activation oracle, please join us here now and offer us up some zeroed in focus for the divine collective check-in for the month of February. What is it that we need to affirm in our lives and affirm on this journey to keep us moving, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, moving forward towards mission and union? Yes. Anything else to keep us moving in that direction? All right. Okay. All right. Most important, self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. True story, self-love is where it starts. If you don't know how to love yourself, you certainly cannot love one another. Nope. And in all that, now that things are changing, okay? 5. Now that things have changed, all right? Use your discernment. What's coming forward? You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Right? Discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Use it to your advantage, okay? Stop listening to other people. Listen to your inner self. Listen to your higher self. Listen to divine and your guides. Then with that wisdom, with that information, with that discernment, go to your friends and loved ones. And then with their opinions and wisdom, again, use your discernment, okay? Because if you're in a high connection with divine, you've gone through this duel and you're feeding the divine, your higher self. You're not feeding your lower level self, right? Then you'll know what's good for you and what's not, right? Leading you right into unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Okay, the divine masculine, divine feminine. The love you share with one another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So if you're sitting there dogging each other or ghosting each other or putting each other down and you know you are on this twin flame journey, you are not living in your higher self. Which again reflects your divine partner, divine masculine in the case of the divine feminine. Okay? Because you mirror each other. So if you want to get to this unity point, you need to use your discernment, starting with self-love. Self-love and discernment leads to unity, without a doubt. Right? R-E-S-P-E-C-T, right? Respect. Respect the divine connection, because they're on your side. Divine, and your guides, your archangels, the ascended masters, right? You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. You value that, it's going to come back to you tenfold. So, that's a pretty positive monthly check-in for February 2020 between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It looks like for the collective that we are channeling for here today, y'all are doing your work, okay? You're taking the actions necessary. You're walking the walk, talking the talk, figuring things out, loving yourself, using your discernment to your advantage. And that's going to bring you unity. You want union? There you go. All right. I hope this resonates with some of you and it gives you a little perspective and direction for the month of February and ahead on this twin flame journey, which is bumpy at times, but it smooths out. And, like I've been saying this last week or so, this is the silence before the surprise. So preparation is still taking place. The divine plan is still adjusting itself, and it will unfold naturally if you just let it, right? Don't fight it. What you resist persists. Indeed. Okay, thank you all. Again, if you like what you see in here, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, 1111 Butterfly Effect, where transformation happens, knowledge is power, and we share this journey with you. Thanks again. Till next time, take good care. Bye-bye.